Hello everybody, Joe McDonald's here. Welcome back for an episode of MUV LUV Total Eclipse. You might be wondering why we're starting off from the load menu. That's because I did a little something on my PC, and I want to see if that fixed the really slow load times, like booting up the actual like text box and stuff, to see if it is just like a game engine thing or if it was my PC. Because I noticed when I've been playing some games recently, my PC would get some gnarly slowdown. Nope, looks like it is a lot faster than it used to be, but I'm talking that right there. It's going a lot faster than that used to be. But the thing I did with my PC is I have an AMD Ryzen, was it 5900? Whatever. Turns out there's like a weird fucking thing with that where you need to like undervolt it to get better performance out of it. Fucking weird, I know. Because I'd be playing games like I have Melty Blood. I've been fucking getting into Lumina. Wanna learn an actual fighting game. And I'd get these slowdowns, but not like laggy, jittery slowdowns, like smooth slowdown, where it'd be like and then it would go back up to normal. And then like 30 seconds later do the same thing. Turns out shitty CPU programming, either some driver from AMD or Windows, or both, probably both, because both fucking companies seem to code by the infinite number of monkeys and typewriters theory, where if you just bash enough keys, you'll eventually get something that works. Anyway, something with like the clock speed, it would like go down to like 300 megahertz, and then it would, for a few seconds, then it would jump up to like 3000 megahertz, and then it would just fluctuate like that, so the CPU was like slowing down for no reason. It was trying to go back to idle while you were playing a game, and then be like, oh, you're playing a game? All right, I'll go back up. And then after a couple seconds, be like, oh, go into idle again, and up. So it fixed the shit with my game. It loads a little faster now, so hopefully that'll prevent any weird fucky-wuckies. Anyway, let's continue getting the Shirinu second to fucking maximum potential, as Yui would have wanted.
この場面で、少尉が放った砲弾が敵機を貫通して、背後にある建造物に損害を与えているように見えるんですよ。ご確認いただけますか?
Oh, God, there's got to be so much fucking paperwork and every interviews to go through for, assessing the damages and, like, finding out how much needs to get paid. And, like, everyone wants a report on what exactly happened. So they're like, well, this is probably what happened, but we need to get, like, as much confirmation as we can. I can confirm. I have no doubts the damage was caused by rounds I shot.
貫通を確認と。これで建造物に対する破壊確認は終わりました。すみません、少尉、お手数をおかけしました。
Yep, just write it up, collateral damage.
私もカメラの画像からこちらで判断すればいいと思うんですがね。こればっかりはルールですので。
It do be like that.
テロリストによる破壊か、それを鎮圧するために発生した損害か。ちゃんと判別しておかないと予算が計上できんのですよ。
Yep, need hard data so you can make a nice pie chart for the PowerPoint. Yes, sir, I understand.
と、失礼。
Oh, God, that's an awful ringtone.
はあ、わかりました。ではそのように。すみません、ブリッジ少尉。次は実況見分になるのですが、その前にちょっと別のものが話を聞きたいそうで。
Okay. Is that so?
失礼する。
Hello, man. This guy isn't with the UN forces. Who is he? He looks like a fucking spook.
ではブリッジ少尉、また後ほど。
ブリッジス少尉。私はアメリカ国防情報局のデイル・ウェラー。
You can tell they just give off a
今回の
vibe.
テロ事件の捜査責任者だ。
You see an OSI guy from like across the parking lot and like, what's with him? They walk funny. The feds. What business could the Pentagon's intelligence agency have with me?
大変な活躍だったな、少尉。テロ鎮圧の立役者にお目にかかれて光栄だ。
Well, flattery will get you everywhere. Oh, the honor is mine. What business might you have with me?
手短に済まそう。ブリッジス少尉、我々は テロが終わったとは考えていない。
Clearly, with the extent of like the terrorist infiltration into Yukon, yeah. Because you're still hunting down fugitives with ties to the recent attack, you mean? I fail to see what that has to do with me.
いや、そうではない。今回は動かず生還した別組織のスリーパーがいると睨んでいる。
Multi-layered.
テロリストどもは
Don't play your
複数の
entire
組
hand
織
at
の
once.
集合体だった。同様の組織は我が国に認定されただけでも50は下らない。
That's pretty impressive.
国連軍の身元調査は我々に比べればざるだ。機密情報に接する中枢職員、またはその関係者が工作員である可能性も否定できない。そこでだ、ブリッジス少尉。君を優秀な
Oh
合
yeah,
衆国軍人
you're
と見
you're
込
safe
んで、
because
頼みが
U.S.
ある。
citizen. We have extreme like verification of who you are. You see me as a loyal soldier of the United States of America? Oh, I fucking flubbed that one. Yeah, because that's what you are. What do you need?
内偵に協力してほしい。
Also, probably seeing this as a good way to They probably know from your file that you have a fucking chip on your shoulder about that. And, good way to butter you up. Whoa, hold on a minute. I'm a service pilot, not a spook. I don't even know where to begin.
何も難しいことはない。対象を監視し、不審な点があれば報告してくれればいい。
Yeah, do nothing
それだけだ。
different than you would normally do. Just, send them send them a message if you see anything. Easy for you to say. We're busting our asses trying to keep the program alive. Where am I supposed to find the time to play spy?
その心配は無用だ。問題は君にその気があるかどうか。その一点のみだ。
Sure, but what I don't understand is, why me?
ブリッジ少尉。君の経歴は調べさせてもらっている。君は誰よりも立派なアメリカ人だ。
You might be a fucking douchebag, like a lot of the time. Well, especially in the past. But there's no doubt in their mind, like that obsessiveness to like be the most American possible. That oh yeah, this guy, he'll do what we say. Because what a real American wouldn't help the vets.
南部の名門ブリッジス家の出身で任官後間もなく抜擢された陸軍戦技研ではトップチーム。いわばエリート中のエリートだ。
It's not such a big deal.
謙遜することはない。合衆国の安全保障と発展のため、君は多くのものを戦術機開発に捧げてきた。同じアメリカ人として
It's really freaking me out, isn't
心
it?
から敬意を表する。しかも君は今回のテロにおいて自らの危険を顧みず、レッドシフトの発動を阻止し、合衆国の窮地を救っている。合衆国への忠誠心は微塵も揺らいでいないと私は信じているのだがね。
No.
どうだろうか。
It's not. It's just, he's been doing a little thinking recently and it's kind of, expanded his perspective on things. It's not the same as ever.
結構。今のは引き受ける気があると判断していいのかな。
I'll hear you out, but I won't make a decision blind. Regardless of where my loyalties lie, some lines I won't cross.
では話を続けよう。監視対象者はアルゴス試験小隊に所属する兵士4名だ。
Interesting. What? That's like all of
対象
Argus
へ
flight.
イブラヒム・ドゥール中尉。彼は今回のテロの最中、実行犯のリーダーと目されるメリエム・ザーナーと接触した事実が明らかになっている。また中尉はトルコ軍在籍中に関わった作戦において命令違反を犯し、ザーナーら難民を救出したという過去がある。
Definitely an eyebrow raiser.
加え
If
て
you're
言うな
looking
ら
at nothing but
彼の
the,
公明
his profile.
難民救助によって多数の部下が戦死。その席を問われ階級降格。本人の希望もあり、 ユーコンに出向してきた。ザーナーとの接点、降格処分への逆恨み、難民心情への過度な盗聴。いずれも動機には十分だ。
I mean, you say he has a grudge, but it seems like he's accepted it, you know, as a matter of fact. Like, yeah, of course it was gonna happen.
高村注意狙撃事件の際、現場に居合わせていることも重要だ。
Like,
テロ鎮圧の指揮を取った高村注意を彼がおびき出し、報復したとも考えられる。対象 B、バレリオ・ジアコーザ少尉。テロの実動メンバーであったナタリー・デュクレールをはじめ、多くのユーラシア出身者と肉体関係がある。
Fair number. God damn it, VG. Why couldn't you keep it in your pants, you fucking idiot?
彼の場合、自発的な関与は薄いと見ているが、
didn't get honey
知らず知ら
potted.
ずのうちに取り込まれ、重大情報を提供している可能性がある。
He wouldn't spill the beans over some fucking good pussy.
ハニートラップは諜報の基本。特に彼のようなお坊ちゃん育ちは、そういった手によく引っかかる。
I wouldn't call him naive. He puts on a front, but you know he's got something behind those fucking glassy eyes of his that's working. How ironic. That's exactly how VG got us that information in Kamchatka. Don't tell me he fell for it himself.
対象 C、タリサ・マナンダル少
Yeah,
尉。
she's too stupid.
彼女もまた、テロリスト、ナタリー・デュクレールと親交が深かった。
Way too emotional to be fucking making moves behind the scenes, like. So, what about the rest of Polestar's regulars? Are they under suspicion too?
デュクレールは少尉を死んだ妹のようだと言ってことさら親しくしていたようだ。マナンダル少尉には同じく死んだ姉がいる。このような共感は作り事ではないだけに付け入られやすい。
What the fuck, man? These guys went beyond the call of duty fighting the terrorists, and this asshole couldn't give less of a crap. And, well, they're foreign nationals. What do you expect from the feds? All of Vargas has been under suspicion from the start, and for what? Because of their national origins? Yes. I was with Lieutenant, oh god, fucking first time, like, I actually have to say her name. Menandel. During the early stages of the attack. We ran into Natalie as we headed back into the hangar.
ほう。それで
At the time, Natalie tried to tell Teresa about how the attack would unfold and what the terrorists' ultimate goals were. But before she could finish, one of her comrades shot her to death. Her actions bugged me for a long time. How could Natalie turn her back on her everyday life so easily? But maybe she couldn't. That's when she started getting cold feet and wanted someone to stop her from crossing the point of no return. Teresa was that person. If Teresa was a terrorist, Natalie's actions that day would make no sense.
君の言う通り、デュクレールは迷いがあったため切り捨てられ、利用されたのだろう。
What?
あえて仲間を犠牲にすることで、自身に嫌疑が向かないようにするやり方は珍しくない。
I mean, he's not wrong. Like, he's doing his job of, like, fucking getting every angle they possibly can to make sure everyone's in the good, but, you know, it doesn't feel good to be on the receiving end of that. Are you seriously suggesting?
続けよう。最後に、ステラ・ブレーメル少尉。我々は、彼女こそ、テロリストそのものである可能性が一番高いと踏んでいる。
Her what?
理由は、
Cut the bullshit! I've been to hell and back together with these guys. We trusted each other with our lives in the battle against the terrorists. I've been listening quietly so far, but enough is enough. Think I don't see what you're doing? Cherry-picking tidbits of information in a desperate bid to create a convincing case. That's his job. He's essentially the prosecution. I know you're a little heated, fiery boy, but cool your jets, bud. These guys are my friends, who fought against the Beta and the terrorist at the same goddamn time. Where the fuck were you, Alphabet Boy? Sorry. Count me out. I was gonna freeze over before I snitch on my friends.
我々は、まず、徹底的に人を疑うという、因果な家業でね。
You don't have to like it, but he's just doing his job.
だが、国家に忠誠を誓った者として、合衆国に暮らす多くの人たちの安全を守るためなら、どのようなそしりでも受ける覚悟はできている。国内でテロの発生を許したことは、我々の大失態だ。だからこそ、アメリカ国民を二度と危険にさらす事態は、命に変えても阻止するつもりだ。
そのこらえ性のなさが貴様の限界であり、感情的なところが命取りになる。その未成熟な精神が対局を見る目を曇らせている。
He's right. I'm taking his words personally, but he's just trying to do his job. A real soldier would try to see things from his perspective. I'm a grown-ass man, damn it. I'm supposed to keep my cool under pressure. It's like I haven't learned a goddamn thing. Look, I understand where you're coming from. I'm sorry I lost it back there.
何？慣れているから気にするな。それに、君は高村注意をなくしたばかりだ。仕方がないさ。
Still, there's one thing I don't understand.
何かね？遠慮なく言ってみてくれ。
Expecting everyone in Argus to have been involved with the incident except me. Why is that? Because I saw Natalie on a daily basis, just like them.
なんだ、そんなことか。何？簡単なことさ。
Very simple? How?
確かに君はデュクレールと親しい関係にあった。国連軍に飛ばされたことを逆恨みしている可能性も十分ある。それだけじゃない。複数のソ連軍兵士と非常に親しくもしている。
Of course they fucking know that. So he knows. Well, he's a spook. Of course he does.
だが、君はアメリカ人であり、アメリカの軍人だ。
Yeah, for fucking once in your life they're giving you the benefit of the doubt.
他の容疑者と同じ行動を取ったにせよ、我々がそれを精査する際に、君が積み上げてきた実績と、それに裏打ちされた信頼の厚みがものを言う。
My service record? My service record and extensive list of accomplishments? How's that for a joke? I was driven away to some UN backwater base because I was an irredeemable fuck-up. An irredeemable fuck-up who got really good results. And had a hell of a lot of drive. People see that too. Sure, coming to Yukon is the best thing that's happened to me. The people I've met here changed my life for the better. But it's a fact I wouldn't be here if I had been a model soldier. Yes, Lieutenant Colonel, I hear you loud and clear. Taking out on this sap won't help anybody.
まだ納得いかないという顔だな。アメリカの軍人はどこにいようが、常にその身の上を現れている。
Yep.
と言った方が納得しやすいか。
So you've been spying on me? Is that what you're saying?
君がどう受け取ろうが構わない。どれだけ事実を示そうとも、どれほど言葉を浪そうとも、
keeping track.
人は自身が受け取りたいようにしか解釈しないものだ。むしろこう考えてもらえないか、少尉。君の大切な戦友たちの無実を証明するためだと。
Dispel the suspicion yourself.
もちろん私個人は、アメリカ国民の安全保障のためという第一義は揺るがない。
Ooh, he's putting a good spin on this. The quickest way to get them out of the spotlight is for you to fucking get in there and, do a little bit of legwork and, clear them yourself.
その一方で合衆国は、本次大戦間において実存する唯一の超大国として、人類に対し、世界秩序の維持という重い責務を負っている。多国籍基地である広大なユーコンを国連に提供しているのもその証左の一つだ。
He's right. International trade, weapons development, food distribution, none of it would be possible without the U.S. The indispensable nation.
テロの黒幕の狙いの一つは、その国際協調のシンボルを貶め、国家間の不信を煽ることだと我々は見ている。
Probably gets people real fucking heated that, the U.S. is the fucking linchpin holding everything together.
つまり、RLF はそれを印象づけるために利用された可能性が高い。
Sounds plausible enough. A grunt like me only sees what's going on at ground level. But not him. He sees the big picture. That's part and parcel of what being a spook entails.
だとするなら、内部に救うテロリストを一掃し、ユーコン基地における信頼と協調を一刻も早く回復させる必要があると、我々は考えている。同じ責務を負うアメリカ人として、国連に席を置く各国協調のフロントマンとして、この退任、やってもらえないだろうか。
You fucking got him. Agent Weller, you have a point. Still, I'm afraid I can't do what you ask. I'm well aware cooperating with you is the right thing to do. Even so, I can't be sure I'd be particularly helpful. It's ironic. The old me would have jumped at the chance. But I'm not that guy anymore. I don't have it in me to help you. Not when my lapse in judgment could jeopardize the national interests of the United States and the good names of my comrades in arms. Lots of S's there, many plurals at the end of the sentences I don't like. A cowardly answer, but that's not the kind of responsibility you should entrust to a man. A man who's to this day unable to get over his past.
そうか。決意は固そうだな。わかった。
I'm sorry I couldn't be of help.
君は信頼する上官を亡くしたばかりだ。気持ちはわかる。存外時間を取らせてしまって申し訳なかったな。実況見分、よろしく頼む。当分の間、たびたび話を聞かせてもらうことになると思うが。
Yeah, I'll do what I can. Prove my friends are innocent.
アメリカを救ってくれて、ありがとう。少尉。
Yeah. I didn't mean to do that, yeah, like really fucking wispy like that. I just had something stuck in my throat.
なるほど。あの頑固さ。母親によく似ている。
Family friend we don't know about?
こんな形で出会うとは。なんという巡り合わせだ。
Small world.
ひどいもんだな。
リルフォートの真ん中を見事に縦断していきやがった。
Yeah, we're the ones who let it happen.
これ、復旧にどのぐらいの時間がかかるんだろう。
A couple months to a year.
さあ、当面は
As long as like the
アメリカ本国か
like,
ら
you
の
know,
物資輸送
support
にも
structures of the buildings
大
aren't
幅な
wrecked. If
制
it's
約
just the
とチェック
facades,
もかか
then
りそうだし、
they just gotta fucking tear them down and
復旧以
slap
前
up some
に
new ones.
ここに住む人たちの日々の生活が心配だけど。
調査官殿、その辺何かご存知ないんですか？
私の管轄ではないので何とも。まあブレーメル少尉の心配は無理からぬところでしょう。ただレッドシフトの件で基地内でも賛否両論沸騰してますからね。ガス抜きに職員家族の居住区画の復旧を最優先するって話もありますが、
責任転嫁と足の引っ張り合い、中抜き、自己保身、そんなんでうやむやにされなきゃいいけどよ。
まあでも政治の道具でもいいさ。早く元通りになるんだったらね。あ、
何ですかねあの人だかり。
炊き出しの
Okay, maybe it's a little worse than I thought from the last shot. This looks bad. This looks like a fucking Fallout 3 level. Ugh. Soup kitchen. Yeah, I see the sign. Are you seriously opening up in these conditions?
調査官殿、ちょっと止めてもらえますか？
It's because we're in these conditions. Oof.
おやっさん、店開く気か？
ああ、昨日からやってるよ。待ってたって何にもならんし
Yeah,
な。
life goes on.
イタリア離れてから転々としてきたけど、こんなことばっかりで慣れちまった。みんな同じ。
イタリア、俺もだ。
そうかい。じゃあわかるだろう。
But are you
半
Sicilian? That depends if you're a
一
real
年も経てば
Italian or not.
辛いことなんか忘れてさ、それなりの生活に戻る。人間つうのは案外したたかなもんだよ。
No one loves making racial divisions more than the Europeans.
それが分かってるんだから、悲しむだけ無駄。どうせアメリカもどこも助けちゃくれないしな。
悲しむだけ無駄って、家族が死んだ人だって。
I mean, it's not, but you can do that in your own time. You still gotta, you know, like I said, life moves on.
俺だってイタリアを出るときにママが死んだよ。今回は妹夫婦だ。そりゃあ夜が来れば自然と泣けちゃくるが、こうして日が出てる間は笑うこともできる。早く朝い、泣いてたって金は入ってこねえし
Wallowing
よ。
in your misery is not gonna do anything.
アメリカは今時大戦下において実存する唯一の超大国として人類に対し世界秩序の維持という重い責務を負っている。テロの黒幕の狙いの一つはその国際協調のシンボルを貶め国家間の不信を煽ることだと我々は見ている。
Optimism is a luxury that comes at a premium these days. Things don't improve soon. This place will become breeding grounds for radicalization, much like refugee camps nowadays.
RLF はそれを印象づけるために利用された可能性が高い。
主よ、お許しください。私はこれより御身の元に参ります。
It's the terrorists that cause chaos and devastation. It's the authorities who take most of the blame, thanks to the glacial pace of their response, which in turn radicalizes common folks into terrorists. Rinse and repeat forever.
英知は人類が掲げる剣の切っ先。その部は政争に首を突っ込むことではないぞ。正義感も正論も結構だが、貴様はそこに行くべきではない。安易に踏み込めば必ず不幸になる。その未成熟な精神が対局を見る目を曇らせている。その手合いは結局戦えない。いや、自分自身の戦いはできない。無駄な死を積み上げたくないなら、己の部は重々わきまえることだ。英雄殿。
In the end, what should I do?
ゆうや、どうしたの？
No, just never mind me. What's the real duty of a surface pilot? Lieutenant Colonel Latrova. I'd have to live for 200 years to even be able to walk a mile in your shoes. Yeah, it's complicated.
What?
Yeah, it's fucking... What's that guy's name? Like, Gylos McLeod?
Oi.
Those earrings are definitely not a regulation either.
ヴィンセントのやつが探してたぜ。
I know, that's why I'm here.
ああ、そうかい。
Anything else?
うん。
Alright, I chalk that one up too as a good interaction with Leon.
あいつ。
Because
らしくねえな。
the extent of it was just cool.
そうなのか？
ああ。ふてぶてしさがみじんもねえ。
そこまで心配なのに伝えられないのか。なかなか面倒だな、お前たち。
うるせえ。お前ほど単純な奴はそういねえ
Yeah,
よ。
sometimes simple is good. Anybody with a working pair of eyes can see this place is a microcosm of the world at large. The terrorists certainly knew. That's why we were a target.
おう、ゆうや。早かったな。悪い。ちょっと待っててくれるか？
Don't worry about it. Busy as always, I see. She'd follow his own goddamn advice and stop pulling all-nighters. Still, am I imagining things, or is work not progressing as quickly as it should be? Lieutenant Sandek? That's Captain Sandek to you. I've seen the lieutenant here and there, but not a trace of Kriska or Nia. I wonder what's going on with them. 5 days already. You know you can just go up and ask him. Like... I mean, I wouldn't say you guys are, like, particularly close, but in a professional context, you can just ask. Double whammy of post-hypnotic suggestions and drugs. Both forms of therapy are common, are in common use throughout the UN forces, not just the Soviet Union. Hell, I've used them myself to get myself back on track, so it's not like I can judge them for it. But using them for therapeutic purposes is one thing. Using them as performance enhancers from hell is another thing entirely. Just what the fuck are the Reds doing to Kriska and Nia? Lieutenant Sandek has to know. He knows what's been done to them. He knows where they are. Yeah, there we go. Fucking pull up your big boy pants and go have a conversation. Lieutenant Sandek, could I have a minute? Oh, Captain. Excuse me, Captain Sandek.
ブリッジス少尉。あれ以来か。
Yes, sir. God damn it, this dude is so fucking intimidating. Always puts me on edge.
以上だ。解散していい。ブリッジス少尉。高村ちゃいの件は。
Oh, that's a face from Sandek. Thank you, sir.
高村ちゃいは我が祖国と帝国の架け橋になってもらえる人物と考えていただけに無念だ。
I feel like he's actually means that and isn't just saying it too.
国として目指すところは違いども、共に研鑽し共に戦った仲間として通責の念に耐えない。また中尉は祖国旧国の英雄でもある。しかるべきの地に正式に哀悼の意が捧げられるであろう。
Sir, as one of the lieutenant's subordinates, allow me to express my thanks.
ドール中尉のことも聞いている。貴様たちもいろいろと辛い立場だろう。だがよくやっている。頑張りたまえ。
Thank you very much.
ところで、何か要件があったようだが。
Yes, sir. I wish to ask you about Lieutenant, the first time I have to actually say their last name. Brett. Marchinoa? Oh god. Oh god. Zestinias, that's easy, but fucking Kriska, oh god, now I'm dying. Kriska's last name is a fucking mess to say, and I don't trust their pronunciations. Let me, good old Google will save me, because it always does. Because, I have a really fat tongue, and it's hard for me to say things, and I like to stumble on my words. Okay, just Googling it just gave me Kriska figures. No, and I... Pronunciation, I literally just typed in figures. Like, no, I'm not gonna be fucking shopping. And, what? Okay, cool, it doesn't look like it's a real name anyway. I'm getting, like, a Czech name that kind of looks similar. And, like, some German name. Weird. Marchinoa! And Sestinia's conditions. Are they well?
その件か。なるほど、気にかかるところであろうな。だが残念ながら今は自分が悪い。テロリストの脅威が未だ去りきらぬ中、国家機密に属する情報を明らかにすることはできない。祖国旧国に大いなる尽力を果たした少尉には恩義をもって報いたいところだが、理解してほしい。
Yes. Oh god, my fucking throat.
いずれわかる。少尉は少尉のなすべきを果た
I
せば
slept
よ
with the
かろう。
fan on last night. Completely, like, dried out my throat. And I went for a morning run, like, before I went to bed. I guess today. Because it's still the same day as when I went for my run this morning. First time in a while, throat got a little scratchy. But, you know, I survived. No cause for concern? So, isn't the implication there that Kriska and Nia are safe and sound? Thank you very much.
ゆうや、どうした？何かいいことでもあったのか？
Thanks for at least throwing us a bone, Sandek. Uh-huh. Nothing in particular. Why? Enough about me. What are you doing here?
見たか。サンダーク大尉と話していた英士。あれがアメリカ軍のユーヤ・ブリッジス少尉だ。
Yeah, who are you talking to?
どうだ？何か感じるか？
Oh, is Kriska real fucked up?
特に何も。
そうか。
ユーヤ、ブリッジス。
Amazing. We're gonna have to go through an amnesiac arc. So you haven't taken a look at my report yet then?
悪い。正直、94セカンドをぶっ壊れる前の状態に戻すだけでも大幅に遅れそうなんだ。
This is how it always works. When something's super fucked up, you bust into it thinking it'll just be one and done, and then you find 5 other things that you also need to do. But you guys are pulling constant all-nighters, aren't you?
それがどうにも効率が上がらなくて。
What's the problem?
こういう状況になって勝手が変わった上に、イブラヒムの旦那もユイ姫もハイネマンさんもいない。いろんなところで影響が出てる。
Yeah, for certain things you need to get signatures.
資材の調達一つとってもそうだし、何よりトップがいないこと自体がどうしてもストレスになってるんだろうな。あと整備兵ってのは基本的にコマンドに従って動くタイプのスペシャリストだから全体をなかなか俯瞰できないとか。本来ならそれをやるはずの俺や整備班長にも細かな作業が集中しすぎてそれどころじゃないとか。
We're pretty ground up in the maintenance we do. It's like we go out there, we find something, we call up, say, hey, we're gonna fix this, and then leadership says, okay, cool. Unless it's something where they're like, no, don't do that, we have something else that needs precedence, and if you start doing that, we won't be able to do this other thing.
生知識が高い分、ちょっとしたことで揉めるとか。ま、言い訳だが、そういうことかな。
So you say, but the Soviet Union and the Third United Front are almost ready to resume trials, you know? What's wrong with the Strike Eagles and the Active Eagles?
あっちはいつでも動かせる。けど、許可が下りない。
Isn't there something you can do? Fuck it. I'll go see Heinemann myself and fill him in.
それはいいが、直接話すのは無理だぞ。
Why?
手が離せないって言われて、受付から先には進めない。その書類も多分そこで預かられるだけだ。
Go throw your fucking weight around this lead test pilot. I'll have to try.
それは止めねえよ。けど、94セカンドは今のままで組み直す。そうしないと、本当にいつ治るかわからないんだ。
Shit. This doesn't bode well for the XFJ program.
その心配をするなら、94セカンドの修理を完了することこそが最善だよ。修理がしっかり終わっているのと、まだ動きもしない傷だらけの機体がそこにあるのと、お偉いさんの印象はどっちがマシか想像してみてくれ。
Yeah. You have a point.
遅れるっつっても、通常の日程よりはだいぶ短縮できるから、それは誤解しないでくれ。想定通りにはいかないけど、しっかりやってるからさ。
Vincent and the guys have been burning the midnight oil to keep up with the deadlines and have the Shiranui second up and running ASAP. I wish progress was quicker, but I have no right to complain. Alright, I'll shelve my proposal for the moment and go back to the drawing board. But when you're done with repairs, you're coming with me to turn it in.
ああ、わかってるって。
Yeah, need fucking you two pointy heads to like synchronize with each other. Fuck! What the hell is the holdup with the commander? Police interrogation that lasts for days? This shit's ridiculous. What the fuck is wrong with Heinemann? This son of a bitch is supposed to be the goddamn technical supervisor. Doesn't he care about what happens to the Shiranui second? Maybe you could go see him and see what his side of the issue is. Because he's probably fucking fighting, like, boning. Like, they're fucking, board of directors or whatever about shit.
ありがとう。いい香りだ。気が安らぐよ。
Coffee is nice. I have mine right here. I only have a little bit left and it's getting like, not quite cold, but it's at the point where it's like room temperature and it's like not very pleasant to drink. Like you just kind of, it's kind of like, ugh. It's reached the ambient temperature of my mug.
昨日届いたコロンビア産です。物流の回復状況は当初の想定を上回っています。大佐は実業家でも成功できそうですね。
Yeah, man. Logistics wins
私は
wars.
ただ誠実に話をしただけだよ。たまたまうまく調整できるだけの材料があっただけだ。
その材料を作り出し、飲ませるための試行錯。大佐だからこそ可能だったと考えますが。
光栄だがね、上には上がいるものだよ。
アメリカが G 弾運用を基本戦略として以来、戦術機不要論が体制を占めるとはいえ、それに不満を持つ企業も多い。大佐はその感激を縫うように交渉を進めたのですよね。
Generally, that kind of like doctrinal thinking turns out to always be wrong. It's like, oh God, what was it? It was when the F4 first entered production. They didn't even have guns on it. They're like, it'll all just be missiles. Everything, you know, you'll take out the enemy planes over the horizon. They'll never even see you. And then Vietnam happened, and then they're like, oh, fuck, we fucked up. We fucked up bad. So then they just had to slap, like, fucking gun pods on the bottom of the F4 and use it like a shotgun. They fixed it, and kind of that, like, whole everything's missiles now, hit the enemy before they even see you. They were kind of on the right track. They were just, like, 50 years too early. Which always is an issue.
欧州連合の腐った官僚たちより、大佐の方がずっと頼りになりますわ。彼らに任せていたら、きっと計画は頓挫したに違いありません。
Damn, flattery will get you nowhere.
あんな不審しか考えられない連中に、大胆な提案なんてできるわけないですから。
やれやれ、相変わらず手厳しいな。
それだけ、今回のテロ関連の事後処理は難しい問題だったということです。アメリカとソ連はテロの事後処理に奔走しています。あれだけのことが暴露されたわけですし、当面は対応に時間を取らざるを得ないかと。
Good luck with that.
今回のテロは、プロミネンス計画にとって最大の危機だったと考えています。
Clearly you've never been to a budget meeting.
なぜかね。
米ソ両国が計画への参加凍結。最悪は撤退という選択があり得る状況だったこと。このいずれかとなれば、多かれ少なかれ、参加各国も撤退するであろうこと。以上2点が。
果たして米ソがそのような決断をするかね。
いえ、通常はまずありえません。
Normal circumstances.
プロミネンス計画参加国には多国間技術交流という目的はあるものの、実態は米ソの技術を入手するという一点であると言っても過言ではありません。すなわち、両国にとってここはマーケットですから、そう簡単に撤退はしないでしょう。特に本計画に大きなアドバンテージを持ち、リスクも少ないアメリカは、少なくともソ連より先に手を引く理由がありません。しかし、よりにもよって暴露されたのが、レッドシフトなる密約だったことが想定外です。これにより、両国政府は基盤の立て直しを余儀なくされた。ソ連は反初期長派が勢力を増し、米国も世論頼みだったところがあります。マスコミを使ってうまく操作しているようですが、当初、アメリカの主だったメディアは、軒並み人道的見地からの政府非難ばかりでした。もっとも、そのような操作はいつまでも続きませんので、せいぜい1年以内に大衆を扇動できるかどうかが勝負の分かれ目でしょうが。とにかく、これらのことに鑑みると、これまでとは比較にならないほど大きな可能性として、凍結、撤退はあり得た。私はそう思います。
なるほど、興味深い話だが、私とは見解が異なるようだ。私はこのテロの影響をそこまで深刻に考えていないよ。
Yeah, it's all superficial damage.
ええ、その通りですわ。大佐だから深刻ではないのです。私が述べたのは、大佐以外の人間が本計画の指揮を取っていた場合の可能性ですわ。
Oh God, why'd you point such a yes man?
この情勢下で、プロミネンス計画参加に利ありと、なおも米ソ両国に思わせることができるのは、大佐だけだと思います。我々、国連軍欧州派閥にとって、プロミネンス計画とは、絶対に存続させねばならない案件です。大陸奪還を叶える、唯一無二の現実的なプランですから。ですが、第5計画指示のアメリカにとっては、あくまでも保険であり、副次的な計画でしかありません。大佐は、プロミネンス計画をお一人で守り抜かれた。心より敬服いたします。
Already discounting Alternative 4, huh?
別に魔法を使った
覚えはない。Can hardly blame him, though. Alternative 4 seems like the ramblings of a fucking madman from the outside.
誠実さが最も能弁だと私は思っているよ。
正確には、誠実だと言い訳できることが、ですよね。
やれやれ。私の秘書殿はひねくれた者の見方を覚えてしまったようだ。
これも、大佐の教育の賜物ですわ。
人のせいにしないでくれたまえよ。すまんが、もう一杯もらえるかね。
はい、ただいま。大佐、私から質問をしてもよろしいですか？
I mean, you can ask as many questions as you want. It depends if I want to answer.
国際世論では、レッドシフト解体が声高に唱えられているにもかかわらず、当のソ連政府が抗議しない。この見返りとして、彼らはアメリカから何を受け取ったのでしょうか？
I mean, the US is basically their landlord. There's only so much they can say.
その答えは、君は何だと思うかねで良いのかな？
そんな。
勉強熱心な君のことだ。
Start thinking.
君なりの答えは当然
Let the
持
cogs
っ
start
てい
turning.
る
You
だ
might
ろ
get on to something.
う。できれば、私はそれが聞きたいね。
それでは。私は、アメリカが差し出したものは、フランク・ハイネマン氏の持つ戦術機開発ノウハウであろうと考えています。
Okay.
ほう。
戦術機開発史上、最も稀有な才能を持ち、常にヘッドハンティングの対象であり続けた男。ハイネマン氏のソ連機回収協力。アメリカにとっては、すでに不要となりかけた技術でも、現在のボーニング社最高の商品である、彼の技術指導を受けられるとなれば、ソ連には十分妥協に見合う取引になると考えます。
That's fair line of thought.
これはまた想定外の話が飛び出してきたものだ。
そうでもないと思いますが、もっともこれには例の噂が事実であったという前提が必要なのですが、私は間違いないと思っています。
例の噂、それは彼が意図的にトムキャットの技術をソ連に流出させたという話かね。
正確にはアメリカが彼を使って意図的に流したです。いずれにせよ、ジュラーブリックとトムキャットの類似性は偶然と片付けるにはあまりに不自然です。外観のみならず、フレームやレイアウトまで類似しているとなると、姉妹機は言い過ぎでも親戚ぐらいの関係と言っても良いかと。
しかしトムキャットは当時世界最強と謳われていた最新鋭機だ。その技術の漏洩をアメリカが見逃す、もしくは扇動するものかね。
I mean, you need a rival to like, fucking push you to improve yourself, so.
アメリカはソ連に盾になってもらう必要があったのです。
If it's just a blowout, you're just gonna rest on your laurels and be like, well, I guess this is as good as it's gonna get. But if there's someone constantly also improving, and it's like, fuck, we need to keep up ahead of them. Ba 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 ba. Competition breeds innovation.
ベータの進行によってソ連が撤退に次ぐ撤退を余儀なくされ、東側勢力の弱体化が顕著になることは、アメリカにとって非常に具合が悪いことでした。冷戦の末期、ベータ進行によるソ連、中国の弱体化は神の御業と称えたタカ派もいたようですが、愚鈍と評しても良いでしょう。アメリカ国防省内の物の見える人間は、ベーリング海峡を挟んで、ソ連とアメリカは隣国であることを理解していました。ソ連が消滅すれば、次に矢面に立つのはアメリカです。そしてその時は、着実に近づいていた。ですが、表立ってソ連に手を差し伸べるわけにはいきません。なぜなら、アラスカ租借の話が進行中であり、さらにソ連に利する提案はできなかった。共産審判のレッテルを貼られることは、大統領にとって、決して追うことのできないリスクでした。そこで国防省は、非公式に、ハイネマン氏に技術漏洩の指示をしたというわけです。
それは妙だな。軍事機密の流出は重大だ。アメリカは偉大な天才を失うことになりかねないが。
そこがアメリカ人の面白いところだと思うのですが、アメリカにはハイネマン氏を処断することは不可能です。
なぜかね。
ハイネマン氏は真の天才だからです。
You'd be ashamed to lose him.
戦術機の機体構造デザイン、材料工学から手記設計まで、彼は各分野の突出したスペシャリストでありながら、本質的にはゼネラリストなのです。一人で戦術機を完成させることができる唯一の男。そう呼ばれるアメリカが生んだ人類の至宝。このような人物をアメリカは決して切り捨てません。彼のもたらした情報は、ソ連の戦術機開発能力を飛躍的に向上させました。スフォーニ開発局は、ミクヤム・グルビッチ設計局を出し抜くことに成功し、アメリカは強力な盾を得た。ソ連は、当然アメリカの思惑に気づいていたでしょうが、乗らざるを得ない状況だったと思われます。そして今、再びハイネマン氏がソ連に非公式で協力する。ジュラーブリクの系統であるビエールクトの開発に携わるという流れは、私には十分あり得るのですが。いえ、ビエールクトのみならず、ジュラーブリクへの強化モジュール追加、もしくはハイネマン氏がまた手をつけていないミグ系戦術機の強化という可能性もあります。これはソ連にとってレッドシフトを維持してでも手に入れたいものではないでしょうか。ソ連中央執行部においてレッドシフト問題が戦争の道具として使われることはあるでしょうが、拒もうが拒むまいが、現実として彼らの居場所はアラスカのみです。アメリカもレッドシフトが公になったことで、それは事実上封印されたようなものですし、ソ連にはそれほど大きなリスクはないように思われます。最後に、私はこの仲介をしたのが大佐なのだと確信しております。以上です。
いやー、実に面白い話だった。さすがだな。一点、私を買いかぶりすぎているところを除けばだがね。
では、今の仮説は不正解ということでしょうか。
さてな。その答えは、君自身で見つけてみてはどうかな。君が私に幻滅でもしない限り、私には君にやってもらいたいことがまだまだあるからね。
幻滅などありえません。では、答えを見つけられるよう努力いたします。
You do that. You do you.
では、早速だが、もう一杯もらおうか。
はい。
Damn, dude, you're gonna have to fucking piss later.
総員の所定位置到達を確認。ロック解除。ガントリー解放。ロック解除。
コマンドポストよりイーダル1。ガントリー解放は継続中。解放後は誘導員の指示に従い、規定位置まで移動せよ。
Looking rough.
イーダル1、まもなく第一滑走路に入ります。コマンドポストよりイーダル1、カタパルト接続準備。
Damn, did she like forget everything?
コマンドポストよりイーダル1、テスト終了。直ち
Or
に
is
起
this
動
just
せ
how
よ。
the fucking Soviets do it? They just micromanage everything. Doing an okay job flying, so.
機体点検の後、プラン B の試験を開始せよ。
わかった。
期待している。試験開始前には戻る。
What does that mean, Sendak? What does that mean? Oh god. Burkut? Google, save me. I want to pronounce it right. I know I normally sound like an asshole all the time, but I don't want to say it wrong. Pronunciation. Pronounce. Close enough. Alright. American pronunciation, because we're American.
Burkett.
Burkett? The Burkett. Oh, the Burkett went out for testing? Seriously?
ゆうや遅いぞ。もう帰ってきちまったよ。
He's busy moping somewhere. Ah, shit. We're the only ones falling behind.
イエールクとか、なかなか良さそうな機体だな。
そっかな。なんかもう、典型的な悪役って感じだけどな。
How the hell can they be goofing off at a time like this? We've got our backs against the wall, for fuck's sake. sure, we're going through a rough patch lately, but the fact remains that commies have an operational TSF and we don't. Hey, who's piloting that?
さてな。残念だが誰も見てないぜ。けど、もうすぐ降りてくるだろう。
The TSF might be fully functional, but Griskin and Nia were in no shape to fly the last time I saw them. Captain Sandek told me I shouldn't worry.
お、ご会長だ。
Kriska!
ま、当然といや当
Ooh,
然
new suit too. Thank God she's okay. Flying the Birkin must have taken quite a toll on her. She seems fit enough to handle the ride, so that's a load off my mind.
やろう。顔見たら怒りがこみ上げてきたぜ。よくも私の二番機を。あれ？あのチビがいね。
She's right. There's no sign of Ania anywhere. Maybe she's still in the hospital? It's been a whole week already. Nia did almost OD on drugs and post-hypnotic suggestions. It's not unthinkable for her to still be feeling the side effects. She's gonna need plenty of rest, even after she regains consciousness. Doubt she'll fly a TSF anytime soon. So that explains why Kriska's looking so down in the dumps. She's so attached to Nia, it's hard to think she's not feeling a lot of that pain herself. There you go again, just making bold assumptions about people instead of talking to them. Like she's walking around as half a person. Still, hope those tests went well. Kriska's had her share of issues in the past, and her confidence issues resurfacing at a time when she's not at top form could spell disaster. Sucks I couldn't be there to lend her an ear. I have to trust she's strong enough to deal with her own issues herself.
確かあのチビ、最後は意識を失ったんだっけ？
She did.
あれから1週間か。
I don't think there's anything to worry about. Captain Sendek told me as much.
バカじゃねえの？私があいつらのこと心配するか？それは運命だろ、ゆうや。
Yeah. Well, they did kick the shit out of you. I can see why you wouldn't have particularly nice things to say about them, but can't be having you fucking moping around all day.
アルゴス試験招待は1400に C108 ブリーフィングルームに集合せよ。繰り返す。アルゴス試験招待は1400に C108 ブリーフィングルームに集合せよ。
なんだ？
Oh boy, what are we gonna learn today?
よーステラ、一体何が始まるんだ？
さあ、私にもわからないわ。
That's what someone says when
あれ、
they
ニー
know
ラムちゃんが
something.
いねえな。おお、呼び出した本人が遅刻とはどういう？
隊長。
Hey, finally out of the break.
敬礼。
本日より部隊に復帰する。
Woo!
皆には心配をかけてな。
Maybe not completely clear to suspicion, but cleared enough to, get you back on the payroll.
よかった。疑いは晴れたんですね。
当たり前だろ。隊長がテロに加担するわけねえんだよ。
私が留守中の状況については、ラーヌナンド軍曹、ブレーメル少尉から説明を受けた。各種資料だいぶ苦労をしている。
そりゃ、やっぱり隊長がいないと。
We need your strong guiding hands, sir.
貴様たち、何をほうけている？貴様たちにとって XFJ 計画とは、その程度のものか？世界各国の最前線からよりすぐられた兵士。優秀であったがゆえに、後方の開発部隊に派遣された兵士。貴様たちは、遠い空の下で命を懸ける仲間たちに、誓った思いを忘れたのか？
Yeah, they
平
got
和を謳
soft.
歌しすぎて、それが世界の当たり前だとでも思い込んだか？この基地がテロの標的となり、向こうの民が数千人規模で犠牲になった。
I mean, they've been trying to get
それを
stuff
見せられ
done.
てもなお、目が覚めないのか？
I mean, maybe not with like a man possessed, but they're trying to get things moving
XFJ 計
along.
画の遅延は、そのまま日本帝国の負担に直結する。そんな低たらくで、高村中尉に顔向けできるのか？ アルコス試験小隊は
I mean, I get you're trying to light a fire under their asses,
それを
but
知らぬわけではあるまい。我々の団結がまやかしでないのなら、XFJ 計画の推進は自国を救うのと同じであり、決して他人事などではないはずだ。
もちろんそれはそう思ってますよ。けど
なんだ。ソ連はすでに試験を再開した。統一中華戦線も明日には再開するということだ。
what are we supposed to do? The fucking
我が隊は
sheer news are beat to shit.
遅れを取っても
The
仕方
Eagles,
ない
we've
と
been
いう
told we can't take them out.
貴重なガント
Wants
リ
to
ーを占有して
fucking put on a cardboard box with wings and go run around the parking lot and do like pretend maneuvers.
あれはなんだ。ジアコーザ少尉、ブレーメル少尉。
それは試験の許可が。
Or do you just want us to take him out anyway and deal with the fallout later?
首相なことだな。こういう時だけおとなしいとはどういうことだ。命令や許可がなければ何もできない。寝言を言うな。貴様らがそんな玉
Just
か。
break the rules, Lamau. It's fine.
命令を
We'll deal with the
都合のいいよ
fallout
う
when
に
it
解釈し
happens.
上官を悩ませてきたくせに、もっとマシな言い訳はないのか。なあ、ブリッジス少尉、相変わらず貴様は自分のことだけ。お得意の理にかなった命令違反ってやつをどうして教えてやらん。それでも貴様は今回のことで随分と成長したな。チェルミナートルを倒したことで
Gold Star. I know
あ
just
のス
shit
カー
all
レッ
over
ト
you,
ツイン
but
に肩を並べるだけの英士になったと言えよう。その腕が鈍ってもいいのか。何度でも試したくはないのか。高村中尉が死んだら、超刀を使った近接格闘への熱も冷めたか。
there's always room for improvement.
死人に足を引っ張られると
Come
は。
on, man. That one was kind of a gut punch. You didn't have to say that.
修羅場に耐性がないと見える。まったく。高村中尉も悪い時に死んだものだ。貴様にはそれを克服するだけの力はまるで備わっていない。
What?
腕は上がっても心が未熟だ。優れた英士になりたければ、周囲のことなどさっさと忘れて鍛錬しろ。それが一番の供養となるだろう。
You done talking? Okay. Cut the bullshit.
貴様は何に腹を立てているんだ。貴様は優れた英士として一歩成長した。そしてさらに成長するために必要な課題も明らかになった。どこに不満がある？
I know you're just doing this to spur everyone along, but it doesn't feel good.
貴様の踏み台になるのなら、高村中尉も本望だろう。
That's
貴様がどこに向かい、何に寄っているのか、私にはわからない。それは貴様自身の問題だ。
But what we do care about is getting fucking results from these machines.
私が求めているのは、計画遂行のために必要な貴様にしかない能力を適切に提供すること。最低限それだけだ。貴様そのものを理解してほしければ、そのように振る舞え。他人に理解を押し付けるな。わかったか？皆にも言っておく。もっともらしい言い訳で自分を納得させて、目的が達成されるのかどうか。普段の貴様たちであれば、考えるまでもなく答えが出るだろう。
Enough moping around, guys.
焦りは視野を狭める。つまらんことに足並みは揃えなくていい。隊としての結束を今こそ示せ。以上だ。
敬礼。
See you later.
なんつうか、 さすがは旦那っつうか。
ガツンとぶん殴られた気分だね。
Yep, but you know, gotta get back up.
いちいちもっともで反論の余
That's
地も
why
な
it
いわ。
stings so much, because he was fucking right.
みっともねえ言い訳しちまったよ。
We've been acting like children. Talking a big game about needing to move forward while spinning our wheels in
ゆうや、
place.
大丈夫か？
Yeah.
隊長は、あれでユウヤのことを認めてるんだよ。
Yeah, I know that. What is my goal? How am I going to achieve it? As I am now, I should focus on living life as a service pilot, rather than trying to reach the highest heights or whatever. Except, things are never so cut and dry. Lieutenant Colonel Otrova taught me sacrifices are a necessary evil. I refused to accept that. I didn't want to even I didn't want to ever be forced into making such a decision. I wanted to have my cake and eat it. Yui must have felt the same. If she didn't, she would have never joined us in trying to stop Redshift. Risked her life trying to bring it down Kriskin and Nia, or spared no expense to win the day without taking a single casualty. Even the best laid plans don't always work out. That doesn't mean you don't have to try. That's the lesson I should have taken away from this whole episode. No, but I didn't. Instead, I became blind to the big picture after losing Yui. My desperation to find some closure, I deluded myself into believing that wallowing in this familiar sense of pity was helping me move on. Escapism doesn't help anybody. I need to face reality. I will never get my life back on track. Yui's gone, and she's never coming back.
ブリッジス。
Hey, Kriska. Trying to sort out your own shit? Kriska. Oh, you got really close to the mic for that one. Like, peaked it. It's been a long time. What a non-answer. She lost weight? What are you doing here?
邪魔だったか？それなら。
No, not really. That's not what I meant. Want to sit down?
わかった。ここに来れば貴様に会えるような気がしたんだ。
What, just looking for good places to mope in? Find me?
貴様には言っておかねばならないことが。高村中尉のことだ。昨日、サンダーク大尉から高村中尉が殉職されたことを聞かされた。
That is indeed what happened? I see.
心から哀悼の意を捧げる。
Thank you. I'm sure Yui would appreciate it too.
ブリッジス、高村中尉はどこに埋葬されたんだ？基地の敷地内か？
No, in the Empire, following her mother's wishes.
そうか。祖国の大地に帰ったのか。
Her homeland will be her place of final rest. I really thought about where I want to end up. No place to call home, not since Mom died. Any bad memories there. How's Ania doing? She wasn't particularly forthcoming. Oh, he wasn't particularly forthcoming, but Captain Sandek basically told me there's nothing to worry about.
そうか。タイがそんなことを。
Which is what you're gonna go with. Kriska?
ああ、すまない。
Hang on.
いや、大丈夫だ。身体には何も問題ない。
Was she a fucking vegetable? Physically?
まだ意識が戻っていない。あ、
What's wrong?
これは機密情報だった。サンダーク大尉もここまでは貴様に言っていないのだろう？
It's fine though. We won't say we heard it from you. Well, everyone's being extra careful right now, but yeah, he didn't even hint at that. Don't worry, I'll pretend I didn't hear anything.
頼む。
Still. It's not like I hadn't considered the possibility. It's a bit of a shock to learn Ania still hasn't woken up. So this is the secret behind the Scarlet Twins, huh? Hypnotize and pump them full of drugs. Pay no mind if you end up driving one insane and rendering the other comatose. really do worry about what's going on. Wow. Ooh, let's try that again. I really do worry about what it's doing to them, physically speaking. So far, only Ania's suffering from the side effects. And maybe it's because she's so much smaller than Kriska, but you can never know. What's wrong? That's some backwards logic you're using, but... yeah, you're right. She'll be fine. She'll be just fine. What the fuck am I doing? Yeah, you're doing the same thing you were doing with Yui! Kriska must be besides herself with worry. What the hell am I thinking bringing Nia up? I gotta keep the conversation light and breezy. Yeah, I agree with you there. It's only a matter of time. Yuya's fine.
Huh?
I'm telling you to call me Yuya. Bridges is just way too stiff at this point. I mean, we just tried to kill each other. It's hard to be distant when you've got that kind of relationship going. Inspiration, I guess? It's what you called me back then. I was surprised, but I also realized there's no reason we can't be comrades in arms. It's probably not something we should repeat around other people, certainly not in this political climate. But you know, Ania's been calling me Yuya from day one. If it works for her, why wouldn't it work for you? Besides, I think she'd like it. Just gotta throw that spin on everything and she'll do whatever you say. Of course I'm right. Guaranteed. Well, I'm not gonna move her to tears or anything, but I'm sure Ania would at least crack a smile. Yeah. Yeah, it's a very round name. Flows good. Unlike mine, my name has a lot of sharp consonants in it, not my Joe name, my actual name. Fucking to say it, it feels like you got a ping pong ball in like the back of your mouth. A lot is and R's. Always with the insults. Though, I'm used to it by now. It's just easier. Forget it. Not wrong there. Those in glass houses. Shouldn't be throwing stones. Sorry, my bad. Never mind. She actually needed to have a reason to call me by my name. I was right about a bureaucratic mindset for a change. Yui was very much the same, come to think about it. She was embarrassed as hell to say my name out loud, but she kept sneakily doing it when nobody was around. Then I would bring it up, and she'd play dumb with the world's worst poker face on display. Say, Kriska? How was your time in the... Burkut? Is that how it was said? I've already forgotten. I also have Google open, ready to fucking hit the pronunciation button. Burkut. The Burkut. I'm in the Burkut today. I got any good numbers? Well, you came to Yui and me for advice this one time before, right? I was worried you could be stuck in a rut or something like that again. That's off limits, huh? Wait, don't say it. I didn't read your mind. I predicted your response by looking at your facial expressions. Still, even if Ania's not flying shotgun, you still have a threshold score you need to reach, right? So, I realize you're worried about her, and I'm not trying to say that's wrong or anything. But shouldn't you put yourself first for the time being?
私のことなどどうでもいい。
See, that's what I'm talking about. Sure, Captain Sandak didn't tell you to fret over Nia 24/7 and hell with your numbers.
いや、そういうことでは。そうだな。私が間違っていた。確かにどうかしていた。
You messed up? That's what you really think? Do you really believe you can just pretend not to be worried about Nia and focus only on your tests?
一体何が言いたいんだ？ああ言えばこういう。なら私はどうすればいいのだ？
Remember a little altercation before Guadalupe? When I told you you're supposed to look after your buddies first and the group or your country later?
ああ、覚えている。
Okay, so Vriska didn't brain dump everything. Unless she's just saying she remembers. But she's been holding up pretty good, so I literally don't know what's wrong with her. You know, what's quote unquote wrong, according to fucking Soviet scientist man. From the, you know, the feeling he was giving off. Well, it's a little late. I have to admit I was wrong. Social animals, and our very lives contribute to the larger whole.
Oh.
I've been having second thoughts ever after your run-in with those guys from Tsar and Kamchatka. And the recent terrorist attack was the clincher. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I don't like ever after. That order of words does not feel good in my brain. I mean, look at the terrorists. Their countries collapsed, turned them into refugees overnight. When you think about the short, brutal life that awaited them, it's only natural they banded together to survive. They weren't just fighting for themselves. They were fighting for every refugee out there. Striving for a higher purpose is what gave their lives meaning. Now, it goes without saying, I don't approve of their methods. I also don't think they were crazy or deluding themselves. One bad day is all it would have taken for me to end up like them. Just one bad day.
ユウヤが？なぜだ？
I'm half Japanese. Because of my ethnicity, I've been discriminated against my entire life. One of the perks of life in the fucking deep south. But I digress.
差別か。
So, what I'm trying to say is, there's no right answer to how you should live your life. I want to live it for the motherland, the party, and the unit? Hey, be my guest. But even if that really is what life means to you, you've still made a conscious decision to shield Nia from harm, at the expense of your own well-being.
個人的な意思。
Haven't you noticed? More than capable of putting Nia ahead of everything else, orders included. That's something you need to recognize. So don't think about hitting your numbers simply in terms of complying with your orders. Think about it as you doing your best for Nia's sake. Orders are orders, sure, but some things, like Nia, are more important. You told me there's no reason for you to exist without Nia. There's another side of that story. There's no Scarlet Twins without you. Imagine Nia finally wakes up, only to find you've been replaced. How much she cares about you, how do you think she'd feel?
そうか。そうだな。私は、イーニャのためにも頑張る。そしてその結果は、
there we go.
命令にも反しない。
And that's a spirit. Feel better now?
あ、ところでユウヤ、一つ聞いてもいいか？
What?
先ほど言っていた、幼少期から受けていた差別というものについてだ。
Oh.
グアドループで、貴様が日本人と呼ばれることに怒りを示し、高村中尉と衝突していた事情は理解できた。
Yeah, it was a little sore spot back then.
だが、差別が起きる理由については、よくわからない。いや、以前よりは想像できるのだが、
because
そこを詳しく知りたいんだ。
That's literally all it was. Kids are mean like that. And, you know, mean kids grow up to be mean adults. Jeez, this woman. She almost got her brains kicked in Kamchatka. The only thing, and only that gave her a better idea. Memories must have been manipulated somehow. Drugs are post-hypnotic suggestions. Any positive proof? Nope. But where's there's smoke, there's fire.
無理にとは 言わないが。
That's fine. It's an old story at this point, but this isn't gonna be sunshine and rainbows. You okay with that?
それは初めから期待していないから問題ない。
I don't know how I feel hearing you say that. Anyway, just where should I start?
そうか。
Thank God for you not
そういう
having
こと
to
が
fucking
あったの
explain
か。
it all. That would have taken like 20 minutes. So, I've been the only one speaking for a couple minutes now. If you have any questions, just shoot. No need to walk on eggshells around me.
いや、問題ない。理解できた。つまり私は、優也と高村中尉に感謝しなければならない。
You do? Why?
優也は、私とイーニャを救ってくれた。優也が身を挺して私たちを止めてくれたことは、おぼろげながら記憶にある。もしもそれがなければ、私たちは二人とも命を落としていたが、意識を失い、二度と目覚めることはなかっただろう。
I mean, yeah, but, you know,
こうして祖国やイーニャ、自分のことを考えられるのは、優也がいたからだ。感謝する。
Don't mention it.
そして、高村中尉がいたから、優也は自分を認め、私たちのことを気にかけるようになった。相手が中尉だったからこそ、優也は衝突を繰り返しても和解できたと、私には感じられた。今の優也があるのは、そのおかげだろ。
I guess you're right.
加えて言うなら、あの時、中尉も私たちを助けようとしていた。この言葉を、中尉に直接伝えることができないのは、残念だ。
Your feelings are more than enough.
そろそろ、タイに戻らなければ。邪魔をしたな。
No, this was a nice distraction. If you ever want to talk, come find me anytime. Practically neighbors these days.
わかった。バイバイ、優也。
What?
違った。
There we go.
またな。
Sure. Who'd you pick that one up from, huh? Cutesy Kriska sure threw me for a loop. Anyway, hopefully this cheers her up a little. At least I feel like I had a breakthrough in the middle of her conversation. So I owe her my thanks too.
違う、もっと硬くていい。そこから落として調整していこう。
Alright, and you know, it's a little early, but I feel like that's a good place to stop, considering we just got an achievement. So, yeah, once again, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell. And we'll see you all next time for the next episode of MUV LUV Total Eclipse. And what's this episode going to be? 23? I think it's 23. It might be 24. Who knows? It looks like at the pace we're going, we'll at least finish maybe mid-30s for the episode. So, you know, we're almost there. Hey, I'll probably finish this before I have to go back to work at the end of my vacation. So, yeah. Anyway, catch you all. Oh, God, I'm dying. Ooh, coffee. I'll catch you guys all next time. Hope to see you guys there later. Bye.